Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of February 7th through 13th of 2022. So I apologize, I'm really late posting this. Better late than never, right? Is how it goes. Last week I had anticipated being able to handle everything that I had committed to. And it turned out that that was unrealistic. And so, because I was not at home, I did have my cards with me, but I was spending time with my beautiful granddaughters. And I had thought that I would still, be able and, easily able to do the readings. And it just didn't turn out that way. So here I am, kind of, like I said, a little late getting this all together for you. But here we are. It's all good, right? The week is not over yet. It's only beginning today. So we're still good. Okay, so here we have your cards out for your reading from your guardian angels. Okay, so how's your body been feeling? Are you a little stiff and sore? Do some yoga. Or stretches. Some type of bodily movement, slow and gentle. They're not talking about aerobic exercise, although if that's part of your regular routine, then certainly continue doing it. But don't start that right now for this purpose. If you're stiff and sore and you're just feeling kind of dragged down, it's like they're just giving me that bit of fatigue and whatever. Do a bit of, yoga or stretching. Like I said, something really slow, really gentle. And don't make it more than that. Don't push too hard into it. Just very slow, very gentle, very nurturing. And that will help not only your body, but also your thoughts. It'll help you calm. It feels like synapses and nerve endings and things, and they're all firing and they're all like crackling. And sometimes that's a fun excitement, whatever. This doesn't feel like that. It feels like little points burning you. It's not fun. And it's like it can't calm itself down now. Where, in the past, maybe this got going and it was for a good reason and whatever then, but that reason is over now, but that's still firing, right? So if you do this thing and the stretching, then it can calm it all down and stop that unnecessary transmission stuff. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Okay, so here is some beautiful family harmony for you. Somebody says, can't we just all get along? And, right now, yeah. Some people are just holding their tongue. And so it's really not solving a problem, right? Whatever might exist from before. But that's okay. Take it, accept it, love it, treasure it. Family harmony tends not to last. Family are the people that you generally feel the most comfortable with, the most close to, and so the safest, right? When somebody feels safe, they feel like they can say what they need to say or lose their temper, right? Or, things like that. And so in a way, you don't want to disrupt that. But in a way, man, it would sure be nice if everybody just got along, right? So for now, they are. So just let it be. Let it happen. Yeah. So it feels like there's no engineering required for this. This is just something that kind of spontaneously happened. There is no such thing as coincidence. There are people who are working on this. It's the people who normally kind of are behind all the drama. And we all consider drama, well, we've been taught that drama is a bad thing and, oh, you're so dramatic and, all that stuff. The person who's doing it, I'm being told, is like it's not a deliberate, like, disruptive tactic. It's just who they are. I mean, it might appear dramatic, pardon me, it might appear dramatic to you, but only because you're of a different temperament. That's just who they are. And yeah, sure, we all evolve, we all learn as they get older and change and things like that. Well, maybe they won't be the same still, but for now, just accept that that's who they are instead of wishing them different. And a lot of, okay, so what they're leading to here too is that while sometimes the family harmony is actual, that everybody's just getting along for the moment, for the future, you can help it feel more harmonious within yourself when you simply say, okay, well, that's how that person is. Oh, and that's how that person is. And, I can just love them without trying to change them. That's a great thing to know. Okay, all right. So it's time to get out your creativity. Make something. Start something. Think of something new and fresh. It's like a plan for some of you. It's like not a plan, a project is more what they're saying. And just, have fun with that. It could be something that truly you're never ever planning to actually do, but just, have a chat with somebody and have fun with it and say, like, okay, if we were going to do this, what would we do? How would we do it? What would it look like? What are all the components of that? And just have some fun and, like, laugh. I can hear you laughing because it's just enjoyable, right? And who knows, at some point in the future that might turn into something, but don't start it with a goal of that. Just start it with the goal of using your imagination and your creativity. It's just fun. Yeah, have some fun with that. Okay. All right. So here we have all the feminine energy: mother, wife, sister, daughter. All those feminine energies in your life. Obviously, the people, maybe you don't have a sister, so fine, no big deal. Obviously, you're not going to think of her. But perhaps there is somebody in your life who's similar to a sister, or your best friend's sister, or something like that, right? So, and of course, when you think of your mother, your grandmother, and your wife, and your daughter, and the other female energies around you, it's like many of these women are very, very strong, and they are strong-willed. And okay, there's two different messages going on here, or probably more, but two of the main things that are coming through is to accept these women in all their strong-willed magnificence, without allowing yourself to be trampled. You are also a strong individual with your own knowledge of what is right for you. So when you sit and you think about, yourself, your own boundaries, your own desires, your own, self and how you behave, and, what you want for your world, for your life. Each of these women, and indeed the men, but each of these, we're talking specifically about the women right now, each of these women knows those same things for their own life. They may not match up with yours, but you can still coexist. You can still be together. You can still get along and have harmony, right? You don't have to embrace each other's desires. And in fact, you might choose to remove yourself from a person if there just truly is conflict and you can't get along. No problem. No problem. There should be no angst about that. You may simply choose to say, I think we'd be better apart. It's okay. It's okay to do that. Obviously, you're going to do everything you can first to, get on the same page. Compromise needs to happen from both parties, or if there's 4 people involved, it's a group thing or whatever it is. Compromise needs to happen on all fronts, not just 1 or 2, right? And if it isn't, well, then the other person maybe isn't as interested in repairing it as you are, or at least it warrants a discussion about how interested everybody is. And so just acknowledging, the different feminine energies and how they all impact each other and yourself, and how you, with your similar knowledge of your own self, impact them. And is it truly in everybody's best interest to stay glued together? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it just needs a little tweak. Maybe it just needs a little shift, a different direction. It's for you guys to, it's not really a figure out, it's a feel through it thing. Feel through that and see how it feels, see how it fits. And have a discussion. Okay, all right. And then trust your intuition with that. Like if there's something about your whole situation that, what's making you sore and tight, that your angels are recommending yoga. What's causing that? Where's the tension and the stress in your life? The family, the feminine energies, the lack of creativity. That's why they're encouraging you to do that, is because that sheds some of that tension, right? They're encouraging you to have some fun, relax, let go, like they're just in my own body. They're kind of going, ooh, like this is what you're feeling like right now. Just everything is so on guard that you can barely move. That is no way to live. Holy moly, you guys. Change something. Make it better for you. And trust your intuition to know what is your right answer. And, you can tweak it. You can flow around it and, get flexible, that kind of stuff. But always go with your intuition. Okay? And so now we've come around. This is not actually the last card in the reading, but the way they led me around the cards, this ends up being the last one we're talking about. Raise your standards. You don't need to be spoken to that way. You don't need to be treated that way. You're better than that. And you can decide that you will not be treated that way. So whoever it is in your life who it sounds like disregards your boundaries needs to be tuned in or walked away from, depending on your situation, right? Somebody has a big learning curve in front of them. It is good for them as well. Now, be careful how you do this. You don't need to injure anybody, right? So be as tactful as you can, but there may be a moment where you have to be very blunt. And it won't be easy to do. but it will be necessary to do. So, a bit of a hard week for you this week, but it's been brewing for a long time, is how this feels. And you deserve to have the life without this treatment. It's like somebody's been stepping on your head the whole time, and you deserve to have the life without that. With support, with love, with acceptance. And so this is you choosing that. It'll take a little time. It won't be just this week. So be prepared for that. It will not be harder than what you've already had and done. Your angels are assuring you of that. It's nothing you can't handle. And they're not really talking yet about outcome. They're saying first you have to actually get to this. Okay, all right. So now we have the daily guidance cards, and we will ask for one last bit of wisdom for you. And let's see. Got kind of a jumble going on here. Let's see. Angels, one last bit for our Aries. Oop, a whole bunch fell. That's not the way it goes. There it is. Oh. Go play. Have a release from the tension. Deal with the stuff you got to deal with. Have the hard conversations, and stand your boundaries, or stand your ground, create your boundaries, that kind of stuff, and then go play for a while. Leave it all at the curb, and call your best friend and have some fun. You deserve it. You need it. Not only do you deserve it, you need it. So go do that. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for joining me. I love you and I appreciate you. And you will get through this. It could be a little bit of a tough week for you, but you're good. You're good. See you next week.